go. Monster by Walter D. Myers. Um, Great book, great for its formatted, and just great for its content all the way around. This is what black male life is like in the United States. This book really captured it. We're at court, so let's continue. Zinzi, yes, ma'am. Petrocelli, you want to tell me about the conversation? Zinzi, he said he knew about a drugstore holdup where a guy was killed and he was thinking of turning the guy in to get a break. Petrocelli, and what did you do as a result of this conversation? Zinzi, I called Detective Gluck and told him what I knew. Petrocelli, because you wanted a break too. Is that right? Zinzi, yeah. Petrocelli, so Bolden told you he knew about the crime. Was there anything else? Zinzi, that was it. Petrocelli, did he tell you about some cigarettes? Zinzi, yeah, he. Briggs, objection, she's leading. Petrocelli, withdrawn. What else did he tell you? Zinzi, that he got some cigarettes from this guy, 2 cartons. Petrocelli, did he tell you the name of the person he got the cigarettes from? Zinzi, no, just that he was sure the guy was involved in the holdup. Petrocelli, nothing further. Cut to Briggs at the podium. Briggs, you wanted a break, Mr. Zinzi. Why did you need a break? You only had a few months to go, isn't that right? Zinzi, some guys were sexually harassing me, sir. Briggs, sexually harassing? Were they calling you a sissy? What does that sexually harass mean to you? Zinzi, they wanted to have sex with me. Briggs, so to save yourself from being gang raped, is that what they wanted to do to you? Zinzi, yeah. Briggs, and you were afraid? Zinzi, yeah. Briggs, you were afraid and you would have said just about anything to get out of that situation, isn't that right? Zinzi, I guess so. Briggs, would you lie? Zinzi, no. Briggs, let me get this straight, Mr. Zinzi. You'd buy stolen goods for profit, rat on somebody to save your own hide, but you're too good to lie, is that right? Zinzi, I'm not lying now. Briggs, as a matter of fact, this Bolden was going to see what he could get out of this, but you stole his chance too, didn't you? Zinzi, I guess. Briggs, no further questions. O'Brien, Mr. Zinzi, how long were you in jail? Zinzi, 43 days. O'Brien, did people in jail look for stories to report to the police? Petrocelli calmly, objection, the question's too vague. O'Brien, well, let me put it this way, Mr. Zinzi. This Mr. Bolden was going to use this story for his own benefit, is that right? Zinzi, right. O'Brien, and you decided to use it for your benefit. Zinzi, right. Lots of guys in jails do that, or in jail do that. O'Brien, you use you use stories and you use people, right? Zinzi, sometimes. O'Brien, and the outcome of your talking with the detective in question is that you were able to reach the district attorney's office and strike a deal. Isn't that right? You were able to strike a deal that got you out of jail early. Isn't that right? Zinzi, that's right. O'Brien, you happy with the deal? Zinzi, yeah. O'Brien, nothing further. Petrocelli, Mr. Zinzi, do you know when you're lying and when you're telling the truth? Zinzi, yes, sure. Petrocelli, you telling the truth now? Zinzi, yeah. Petrocelli, nothing further. Flashback of 12-year-old Steve walking in a neighborhood park with his friend Tony. Tony, they should let me pitch. I can throw straight as anything. Scoops up a rock, sees a lamppost, throws rock. We see the bounce in front of the post and careen slightly to one side. Steve, you can't throw. Picks up a rock and throws it. We see it sail past the post and hit a young woman. The tough guy she is walking with turns and sees 2 young boys. Tough guy, hey man, who threw that rock? He approaches. Steve, Tony, run. Tony, taking a tentative step. What? Tough guy punches Tony. Tony falls. Tough guy stands over Tony as Steve backs off. Young woman pulls tough guy away and they leave. Tony and Steve are left in the park with Tony sitting on the ground. Tony, I didn't throw that rock. You threw it. Steve, I didn't say you threw it. I just said run. We should have run. Tony, I'll give me an Uzi and blow his brains out. So that's the end of that section. Um, innocent things can happen. Innocent small mistakes can lead to um, extreme violence and sometimes death. We also have to deal with jailhouse snitches, which can sometimes make up stories just to get out. You have a parasitic situation where everybody's preying on everybody else. We also have a situation in the American prison system where rape is encouraged and allowed to happen. So that's horrible, and that's why it needs to be completely revamped, not reformed, but the prison and jail system needs to be torn down and start from scratch. Until next time, I want to thank you for your support. Take care of your mind, take care of your body, and be safe.